Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. I hope you're all having a great day. Let's get at this here. Oops, I got to fix something here. Hang on. Oh. There we go. Now the green screen's working partially. There we go. Oh, man. That's what happens when you get focused and in the zone writing a book. You're just going away. You forget to drop the green screen down and get the light on. And all right. Well, let's say hello to everybody that's in here. I see we got 12 watching. We'll see if we have that many here. Let's see. So L-Dog's in here. Crew 1351, Walt Rogers, Aiden Air, Geeky Gardens. Everybody's chat. Diana, Daniel Barry, and yeah. So I got, and of course me on the computer there. I got 8 showing, and I got. All right, now I got 11 up here. So we got some lurkers, and so lurkers, please check in. You know. Hit the thumbs up and say hi to somebody or everybody. All righty. Let's see what we got going on here now. Yeah, I noticed something here that Crew 1351 noticed. Everybody has making comments the most. Let me go to the top fans here. Everybody has 75 XP points. And they just cut everybody else off. Now, with 75 XP points, Walt's listed as number 1, L-Dog number 2, and Geeky Gardens number 3. However, earlier, Crew 1351 had the number 1 spot, and I know some others had were listed, were rated there too. And yeah, they were cutting off at 75. It used to be, I've seen it go up to 250. XP points, but I guess they don't want to highlight the top fans, a little bit more than they are. And Mark's in here. All right, so let me get rid of this over here first, and I need to get that ready for next time. Save that and get rid of that. There we go. All righty, and hang on. I got to move this out of the way here so I can drop links. There we go. Back. That was a hard freeze. I watched it kind of freezing up there and doing as I came into it. So
yeah, I saw that. As soon as you said, "Here's the link," froze.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there goes the internet.
Plug my earpiece in so I don't get an echo here.
Like, oh, there goes the internet again.
Yeah. Well, the wind's not blowing here, so. All right. So update on stuff that's going on here before I jump into the news. So my daughter yesterday noticed that the big, huge box elder across the street there, with the heavy winds that were going on for the previous week and stuff, one of the limbs, trunks, because I think came up like 6 different main trunks coming up. Each one I couldn't wrap my arm around. One of it had twisted a little bit, sheared off, and fell over a little bit. It was still sitting on top, but it was offset, and branches were leaning against other branches up there. And look at that. Okay, now. And I noticed some of the other trunk pieces going up there were in bad shape too. So I called Madrigal Tree Trimming Service, the same one that took down the 12, 13 trees out here along the side of the property there. And they came out yesterday evening, a little after dinner time, gave me a price for it. and they said they'd be here this morning at 9 o'clock. They were here at 9 o'clock, and they had it down, shredded, packed up, and gone before I got done with the live stream that I start at noon my time. So it was about 1:15 they were gone my time. That's not East Coast, that's Mountain time. So between in a little over 4 hours, they had that thing down, bucked up. I told them to keep the wood. I didn't need that wood because I still got a ton over here. And they hauled that off and dumped the big pile of chips out there in the field.
I was just going to ask, did you at least have them dump the chips by you?
Oh, yeah. And I was talking to, I always mispronounce his name, so I'm not even going to start. His initials are GM. Matt Madrigal is the last name. And
Giovanni.
No, it's Hispanic.
Oh, okay.
And he said,
George.
He's telling me that that he took my advice and he looked at some skid steers and he got one August or so. And yeah, it's he goes, yeah, I'm going to be able to get one now in the summertime if I have a break there and stuff, and we need to get rid of some of the chips over at his field and stuff. There's mounds over there. He goes, I can just load them up, and I got a dump trailer. I can start bringing loads over to you. It's like cool. But so that's the tree. The female box elder tree is gone, which means hopefully all the box elder bugs are gone.
No, they're not. They're in the wood chips now. Are you kidding?
Oh, if they're in the wood chips, they're mush.
The eggs survive everything. You're probably gonna have those little red bugs everywhere in the field this spring.
No, because my daughter has a different type of. She sells Rhode Island Reds. She's got another one, a golden something or other, and she said those ones have been going after any of the box elder beetles have been showing up here lately. So,
oh, good.
So yeah, and besides that, once
bird ate a red bug.
Yeah, anything. So we will be getting that. Going to be moving a bunch of the wood chips around with the tractor. Going to move some over here to expand the garden in the front yard out a little bit. Going to talk to the Wolverine compost and see if they how much they charge to bring a 10-wheeler over here of compost and get at least that dumped out in front. And Prepper 101 and Rebel Canners are in the house. And so yeah, so the front yard, the front yard garden should be doing a lot better this year because I scraped it down about 6 inches. So when I bring in 6 inches of compost, it's going to be good going. I'll rototill it up, But yeah, it should be really good. But yeah, so that's what's going. That's the big news today here going on. So yeah, but let's look at the news. Remember, Roland Martin's laughing. I just had it popped in the tune pop into my head about ladies and gents. Let's look, look at the news now. Thing. I don't want to get dinged on it, but yeah. So the news. This has got to be the biggest BS headline coming out of California. Hundreds get it now. Hundreds of California billionaires make new list of world's richest. No, most of the billionaires have split the state and gone to other states. There ain't hundreds left there in California. No.
What they don't tell you is they're all politicians. But anyway.
Well, that's possible too. Yeah.
Or relatives of politicians.
Well, the relative of the big politician is the governor. So, yeah.
Yeah, got to hide the money somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, Elon, they're listing Elon Musk as being in California. He moved out of the state.
Oh, they'll
He's in
say
Texas.
based on results for the last 10 years.
Yeah, well, he's in Texas. Sergey Brin, Brin, yeah, is gone, but they're still listing him as it. Yeah. And so they got Larry Page.
Well, why aren't they taxing the rich?
Because they've all moved out. Like I said, Larry Page, but recently moved.
Yeah, well, they can't tax them because they don't make that much money. It's all in trusts. Yeah.
Zuckerberg is the only one that hasn't moved out yet. So far, Larry Ellison, Oracle. In 2012, he bought nearly all of the Hawaiian island of Lanai, Lanai, for $300 million. Yeah, so he's over that. He's over there, but they still listen to him as here.
I didn't think you could own land in Hawaii. I thought you only leased it for 99 years. You could build on it, but you didn't own the land because of the way they set that up when it became a state.
Well, you're paying $300 million for an itty bitty island. They'll let you buy it. Yeah, most of it, not all of it, most of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going down through looking at some of these. Yeah, once you get down under 18 billion, most of those seem to still be there in California. Here's one on 10 moved out. So yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it's like, yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's get rid of that.
You didn't see my name on that list?
No, I didn't see my name either. And most importantly, I didn't see the staff sergeant's name on there. Breaking. This is from the Epic Newsroom. I've not seen this anywhere else on mainstream media. Epic Newsroom. Trump discloses that Susie Wiles, chief of staff, has cancer. Early stage breast cancer. Seeking treatment. Let's see. Lion prowls another neighborhood. Yeah. Man shoots roommate by accident. Woman 28 killed in homeless encampment. That's the headlines across that one. That's a whole bunch of them on that one.
That's a roommate, or is that a tent mate?
Well, that was the roommate was different. The roommate's a different one. Like I said, you got the line, you got the roommate, you got the woman in the encampment, and so just listing a bunch of them. That was from back on the 16th. Record temps leads to Northern California first ever March heat advisory. No kidding. Right now it's 79 degrees in this room here. Yeah, there was frost on my tractor this morning at 8:30. There was frost on my tractor, even though it wasn't supposed to get down below 40, but there was frost on my tractor. And, 2 hours later, I was sweating out there. Let's see. Okay, let me go ahead and get that out of there.
Meanwhile, it barely got above 52 today here. It was 28 this morning when I woke up.
All right. This is one from Iowa, from
Kaylin.
State lawmakers press Drake University for details on China partnerships with China's universities. There is, I'm not even going to, let me put it this way. If you guys want to look it up, you can look it up. There is a boatload of all these deals and stuff, money changing hands and intellectual data changing hands too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Iowa Attorney General warns a fake memorial website for fallen soldier. Yeah, a National Guard soldier from Iowa who died. The scam artists are in there setting up fake memorial pages to get money. They ought to be taken. Those that do that ought to be taken, given a malfunctioning M4, and put out there on the front line.
Yeah, but dude, they're not even in this country. So seriously.
Hey, neither was what's his name down there in Venezuela.
Whatever.
We got him.
They got to find these idiots first. Good luck with that.
Let's see. This is one that's just making news again. But shoot, I knew about 20 years ago, because a lot of us knew about it 20 years ago. Here's the headline: sexual misconduct allegations against labor icon bring Cesar Chavez event to a halt. No shit, we knew, pardon my language, but no shit, we knew about this 20 years ago. And Jerry Brown and some of the others did their best to hide it. Well, with all the investigations going on, guess what came back to light again? Boom. Yeah. So it's like, oh no, he was molesting children. Yeah, we knew about that 20 years ago. When he passed away, all that came to light 20 years ago. All right. Gas prices spike in California. They could get even higher, prompting calls for relief. Okay. The great nuisance, following upon his predecessor, Governor Moonbeam, have put so much restrictions on the oil refineries in the state of California that they just lost 2 more this month.
They're saying they closed, didn't they?
They're shutting down and moving out. I'm not sure how many refineries are left operational in the state of California, but it's less than 12.
Wait, I thought the whole state was to have electric everything by this year. What happened to that? You don't need gas.
No, that's another 4 years. That's also been trashed as well.
But buy electric, so we can't afford it on the grid, and we'll charge you 10 times as much for the electrical energy. Yeah.
So, and of course, last year he increased state gas taxes as well, trying to make it so expensive that people can't afford.
Aren't they
gasoline.
trying to implement a mileage tax or a road tax or something on top of all that?
That was shot down big time. They were told they can only do that only for electric vehicles, and they immediately stopped it. Yeah. So the thing is, the way since they're losing all of their refineries, they're having to import from other states and other countries to do this special blend. Well, the other states the other state refineries that we're doing it said, screw you. You're going to take the gas we make or not at all. And Ganusa said, well, we're not going to take it at all. It's like, yeah, dude, you're going to go to jail.
Jail? You're going to get tarred and feathered here shortly if they can find them.
Yeah. All right. So next one here. Only got a couple more to go. The Des Moines Register loses its bid to reveal governor's emails for discovery. Yeah, some judge was on the take on that one. Yeah, so if they get it before a different judge, appeal it to a different judge on the other side of the fence, yeah, that governor is going to resign and boogie from the state.
But he's one of the newest billionaires, isn't he? The judge.
Okay. This next one here. Madison. This is also from Kalen. Madison County gun range proposal debated. They want to put in a gun range. Oh no, we can't put it out in a gun range.
It's within 50 miles of my house. I'm going to die.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's the idiots are out there still saying the Second Amendment's only about hunting. No, the Second Amendment's not about hunting.
It was never about hunting.
The Second Amendment is saying it is not granting the right to hold a gun. It says it's already there. You have the right no matter what. Second Amendment is to stop the government from infringing upon it. They just need to go around to all these states and cities that are passing these gun control infringing upon it with, magazine size and this and that and the other. Just arrest all those lawmakers that voted for it. Arrest them all for treason and take them out and do what the Constitution says for those that are found guilty of treason.
Hey, Virginia, one of the more gun-friendly states used to be, just passed a law or an EO stating, no, you can no longer sell or own an AR-style weapon. Because, AR stands for assault rifle for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Now for some good news coming out of Iowa. House passes bill requiring citizen status verification for new state hires.
Yay. New state. Not the ones that are already there that are illegal, but just the new ones.
They're probably going to, once it's in place, then they're going to start, all right, we need to check everybody now that works for the state. They'll probably do that.
So there should be a whole bunch of jobs opening up soon. Cool.
Yeah, in Iowa. Yeah.
That's great.
All right, let me go ahead and do that. So that's all the news ones I have. I got just a couple of other ones here. Yeah, I know it starts here. I only got like 6 for these here. Me. Hey, France, what you doing? France. Maintenance de routine de Pazev. Me, but it kind of looks like maintenance de routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're one of the old guillotines there, making sure it still works. You need an operator? I'll come operate it for you. Okay, yeah, this is 2 days old, but hey, it's still I posted this on my Facebook. In the last 2 days, I've gotten like 200 thumbs up on it. Not the third day, not back on, on the 18th and 19th, I've gotten a huge number on it. I only got like 20 on the on St. Patty's Day.
Well, that's because it takes one person not in your group to see it, like it, and then all their friends see it on their feed going, Joe liked this post. And everybody's like, oh, that's pretty funny. Hit the like. And then friends of theirs. So once it starts to spread, it spreads good. But after St. Patrick's Day, they're on to the next thing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the last, like I say, today and yesterday was just skyrocketing on the numbers liking it. But yeah. And that's the thing. Most people don't know that the proper pronunciation is opossum, not possum.
Yeah, well, there is that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's event. I haven't heard anything about that anywhere And the only thing I've been hearing was actually was the day before yesterday, 2 other refineries shut down and say, no, it's not profitable. So yeah. Here's one of the biggest pieces of truth coming out right now. Yeah. Any politician who doesn't want secure elections is most likely in office because we don't have secure elections.
Hey, I did find an article. Oops, it just went away. Hold on. It said that President Trump waived the Jones Act for 60 days, and that was on March 18th. That was yesterday.
Yeah. So he's not doing anything. He's just saying, no, hold it. We're going to kick it back. We want to make.
Yeah, he waived it or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah.
So basically, he's letting the people of California get really, really pissed off enough as to have a revolution against the socialist government there. I thought this one was kind of interesting. I'll do whatever it takes to stop ICE. You realize that government has to allocate limited resources among limited demands, right? Failing to control immigration means that those resources have to be divided amongst more and more people. So the question isn't what you are willing to do to stop ICE, it's what are you willing to do without. I like that the last picture, she kind of leaning back going, oh, shit. Yeah.
It's Karen. She still doesn't get it. She's just like, what are you talking about?
California has already spent 114 million on this unfinished wildlife crossing bridge leading to nowhere.
Yep.
Lock Gavin Newsom's up for fraud now. He is a criminal.
They're going to be linking that up to the high-speed rail here in about 400 years.
Yeah.
But we need $10 trillion to do it just this year.
Yeah. And on the since you brought up the high-speed rail, Pelosi and not Boxer, the other one, McFadden or whatever her name was, bought land that they were that the state was going to use eminent domain to purchase. They went in and bought it, turned around and sold it to the state for like 10 times what they paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
And had that money put into a retirement trust, investment trust, so that it would end tax free. And the company the trust invested in different things, and 2 of the companies they invested heavily in went bankrupt, and there's no sign of where that money went to.
Of course not.
It went into the Cayman Islands, into her
offshore
other accounts. Yeah. Yeah, failing to pass SAVE is an act of high treason against the people of America. Yep. And that's all I have for that stuff. Oh, man. Oh, I knew I should have taken some more pain reliever for my shoulder. Oh, and 2 days ago, I did something to my shoulder playing with the grandsons. Yesterday, trying to get the fencing, the cow panels moved and everything on the fencing over there so the truck could get it, guys get in there to cut the tree down. This morning, man, it's like, I was sitting over on the bench watching him for a little bit this morning with my one grandson before he had to go to school. And it's like, to put my arm on his shoulder, I had to pick it up, move it over, set it on him.
Oh, I've done that.
And then he moved it. It's like, ow.
I've been in that shape, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
You can't even lift your arm up. It's like, you rip your rotator cuff out or stretch it out too much or the ligaments or whatever a little bit, And I know it's my rotator cuff because it's been giving me shit for problems for years. And I do one wrong move, and it's like, oh, forget it. We're done for a couple days here. And it's always my right hand, and I'm right-handed. So guess what kind of other problems I have first thing in the morning?
You can't aim to hit the toilet.
No, I can't unroll the toilet paper properly and use it. Yeah. It's fun. I take lots of showers in the morning sometimes.
Yeah. But the thing is that bridge thing they put in is not even in a migration zone for the animals.
Somebody probably hit one squirrel and a deer there 20 years ago, and the Greenpeace people probably deemed it a wildlife area. We must build a bridge so they stop crossing the road. Hey, let me quote that woman from Pennsylvania or Ohio decades ago that said, why don't you move the deer crossing signs to another location? Do you remember that?
No, but I've seen a lot of people, other little memes about other people saying that all the time.
It was a radio show, and this woman called in freaking out because it's such a high deer hit area, and there's deer crossing signs everywhere. And the guy on the news was literally just telling you, there's deer crossing signs, but yet people are still speeding and hitting deer. Some woman called in, lost her mind, and wanted to know why they don't just move the signs because the deer will cross somewhere else. They actually got her back on a second time, and she laughed herself silly, understanding how dumb her comments were. So she truly wasn't a Karen. She just drank some Karen Kool-Aid for about 10 minutes. It was funny. You got to find that one. It's a radio show. Just put in radio show deer crossing sign. I forget what. I think it was Ohio or somewhere. It was funny.
So she was had the bag and sprayed something in the bag and was going
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think she had to do that. She just didn't quite, you put up a deer crossing sign, that means the deer can read, and that's where they cross. Move the signs.
Yeah. Oh, in the scene.
They have a lot of those wildlife bridges. They're smaller up in Maine.
Yeah. I almost missed this one. Starbucks is moving their headquarters out of Washington State.
Yep, that was a while ago. Well, last month.
Let's see. Well, I'll be 79 this year. But yeah, I was already rode hard and put away wet working construction. Ow, shoot. Should have used the other arm to pick up my water bottle.
Oh, it's your right shoulder and you're right-handed? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that in the morning.
Well, see, I can go like this.
Yeah.
And I can go like this. But when I try to go up higher than that, I can't do it unless I hook under my arm and pinch down on it. Oh, I can move it because I don't know what it's doing, but it does something to the nerve and I can move. I let go and it's shit.
Can you reach around and scratch the small of your back?
I haven't been able to reach the small of my back since I got rear-ended by a car.
Okay. Wasn't my
years
question.
Ago.
Sure.
Yeah, the branch manager of the bank is no longer around. They got bought out by the bank. Her first words out of her mouth when she came up to me at the stoplight, I thought you were going to run the red light and I was going to follow you through.
It was a stop sign.
No, it was a red light.
Oh.
It was a 3 lanes this way, 3 lanes that way, 2 left turn lanes each way, and then 2 lanes coming out of the mall and the Home Depot. I thought you were going to run the red light, and I was going to follow you through. Gee, wow. I put on the brakes way the heck back there, and was slowing down because it was red long time before I got it to it, and the cars were already coming this way. By the time I stopped, they'd already completely traversed the intersection. I'm going to run their light. Yeah, you dumb idiot.
So you are on the billionaire list for California.
I wish.
So I just finished making 3 pounds of ground beef, whatever. I made, my daughter wanted something called Michigan sauce. I'm sure Tammy knows what that is. It's a hot dog sauce.
Okay.
It's beef ground up super fine, beat to death in a crock pot with all these spices and herbs and things. She gave me the recipe. I'm like, fine, I'll make it. It's a little spicy, which is good. And it's for hot dogs and French fries. Well,
yeah,
it's usually like a beef grainy sauce, but because I freeze dried it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a smooth sauce. Because when I put it in the Ziploc bags to break it up, I'm like, oh, the heck with it. I got a rolling pin out and I rolled it to a powder. And now I put that, and I was doing that right before your show. I put that in bags, and I'll tell her about it, and she's going to be like, oh, this is so good, because you just add hot water to it, and I gave her the grams. Add the hot water to it and heat it up in a pot if you want, and just, get a couple spoons and dump it on your hot dogs and dump it on your fries, and she's going to be all happy because it's creamier and smoother than the stuff you would get at your local hot dog shop that has a Michigan beef sauce for their hot dogs. Tammy knows what I'm talking about.
I don't think Tammy's in here anymore.
That's all right. I'll tell her about it. I'll tell her about it later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got, I think I had about 15 pounds of bottom round pot roast in there. I got to bag up tomorrow morning. And I got another one I have to cook too. So actually, I may just go ahead and vacuum seal that one, toss it in the freezer for a while.
Just chuck it in the crock pot.
Well, I was thinking it's like yeah, but then I got to deal with it. I'll just put it in the freezer till I get several more of them. But I can put 3 of those big bad boys in the one crock pot and do it all at one time. Yeah, because then it uses less electricity to do 3 of those things in the one crock pot than it does to do one in the smaller crock pot 3 different times.
Right.
So it's like, yeah. Oh. Yeah, problem is, Jack, my mind thinks I'm 12 years old.
Yeah.
I have the humor of a yeah. Anyways, yeah. But my body says it was around during the before
Civil War. Yeah.
Before one of the cathedrals was built, and my body is haunted, creaky, falling apart. I can't remember. There's a real good one. It goes on for about 10 things on it. Talk about it. It's but all the thing, my body's haunted. There's evil spirits and witches have cast spells on it.
It's like I was like the one where I think I said this last week where it's like, yeah, my wife was upstairs the other day and she calls down to me. It's like, honey, do you have a sharp stabbing pain in your back? I said, no. Why? She said, how about now?
Come on, you stupid doll,
work. I did everything the witch's book said to do.
And anyone over 120 is a registered Democrat.
Now, there might be 1 or 2 still around that aren't. Anyone over 130 is guaranteed a registered Democrat. There's even a few from the Civil War that are Democrats still and voting.
Yeah. Yeah. And anyways.
Been a fun week. 1 day left to go.
Yeah. Let's see, what was so tomorrow noon my time, 2:00 Eastern. Working on was it chapter 7? No, 8 and 9. Yeah, chapters 7 and 8. Hang on here. Let me look at it here. Bring it up here. Uh, 5 and 6 was all right. I'll be doing chapters 6 and 7 tomorrow, and then 8 and 9 on Saturday, and finishing off 10 on Sunday and writing a bunch of 10. I'm working on 10 during the off hours right now, working on expanding 9 and 10, and that'll be the end of that book. But yeah, that's what I'm working on there on the morning editing of the stuff. Tomorrow, good. Someone hit a power pole. Tomorrow, Friday night on the homestead is spring 2026, and tomorrow morning at 10:26 Eastern time is the spring vernal equinox.
Equinox.
Equinox. There we go. Equinox. Yeah, the vernal equinox. So
see, I'm here because I'm younger and my mind can still remember stuff.
Yeah. So it's the vernal equinox at 10:26 Eastern time a.m. And so yeah. But yeah, yesterday I did a bunch of tractor work out in the front yard here, over on the other side, and then helped move some of the tree branches around with it. And then I did a whole bunch more work over on the other side. Probably tomorrow, I'm going to wind up switching out the drag box for the rototiller and start doing a bunch of work with that. I need a second tractor that I can have the rototiller on all the time, and the other one I can use for moving the dirt and stuff around and lifting stuff and everything else.
I can leave the rototiller on the back of my tractor and use the bucket to lift dirt.
Well, I'm not for grading.
I can swap out the bucket for the grapple and lift up trees and move them around too.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about grading. You can only grade so well with the front end. That's why the drag box with the tilt on it and stuff works a lot better.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've run the tiller over some nice divots I've created by ripping out pine trees in the field, and they seem to have leveled out fairly well.
Yeah. But see, my genius son-in-law was talking to Curtis across the street with his skid steers, and was saying he would like to be able to make some sort of track for his boys to ride their bicycles on. And at the time, only one boy was riding a bicycle, and he wasn't that good at it. And so they went over to one area out there in the field. They did it, and they blocked access to my cargo container, which pissed me off no end. I told them, you got to make sure you mow it, keep the weeds down, take care of it. Never mowed it once. So yesterday and today, I've been backfilling all the things they did for the bikes to run on and stuff, and trying to level it back out. So when I go through it once with the rototiller, it should, finish getting most of it loose enough where I can just back drag with the bucket to get it fairly level. But yeah. All right. I have no idea what Shadow's the live stream with Shadow's going to be on yet. He hadn't posted anything yet. Hang on, let me double check just to make sure if he has put it up there yet. He may have put it up there now, but probably not until tomorrow anyways.
I didn't realize 2 Saturdays ago, or last Saturday, I think it was last Saturday, that the time changed for me because we went an hour ahead. So instead of starting at 2 Eastern, it starts at 3. I'm like, oh, I was like there at 2 going, oh, there's nobody here. Oh crap, time change. That's right. We're the only country in the world that does this crap.
No, we're not the only one that does it. We're the only one that does it early and removes it late.
Yeah, well.
Let me take a quick look, see here, and see if he has it up there yet. Doesn't look like live. Come on. Nope, he hasn't set the one up yet for the next one. So he'll probably put it out tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Hey, Tammy Harder's in the house. Yeah. So, however, Saturday evening for Survival Saturday is after a year and a half summer. What are your plans? In other words, almost what we're having here. But we had some snow and we've had a lot of chill days here. But this is a year and a half of no winter. What are your plans? Yeah. And then Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound is we're going to talk about canning ham and all of its cousins. And then Tactical Tuesday here on Gray Man Prepping is life's uncertainty. What is what are your succession plans? Do you have any? What do you need to do to protect your assets and for your kids and or whoever you want to leave them to? So that's what's coming up here for the next week. Besides all the editing of the books, let me change one thing up here real quick. So Friday. So Sunday I'll be finishing up. There we go. I'll be finishing up the Family Compound book. This one right there. And then I'll be starting on Monday. I'll be starting Blood Moon Falling, the editing of that one. So, yeah. So that will be working on there. And I'm also working on Paladin, Hardcores, Whiplash, and Survival Mode books as well, all at the same time. Yes, I'm a glutton for punishment. But hey, my favorite author did the same daggone thing. That's Tolkien. He was working on several different books all at the same time. All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up here now. Thank you all for coming in. And so tomorrow at 2 o'clock, I start Eastern. I start working, editing the book. Saturday, I start at 10 o'clock Eastern time, editing on Saturday and Sunday, and then back on at 2 o'clock on Monday. All right, everyone, take care, have fun, and I'll get the other hand here. Stay hydrated. It's starting to warm up in certain areas, and it'll sneak up on you. All right, take care.
Yeah, have a good night.